Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Adezahi here. Today I'm going to be talking about the newest addition to War Robots, Titans. As you can see on the screen here, currently 3 Titans exist. Those are Kid, Arthur, and Ao Ming. Now I'm sure that a lot of people right now want to hear about people bashing all the Titans for being a new pay-to-win scheme, and I will talk about Titans in their business model and the monetization of Titans later on in this video. However, I would like to actually talk about using Titans and all that stuff. For us iOS players, we don't actually have Titans as of the making of this video, so I would like to shed some light on what there is based on the information I have from the test server and from other videos. So when you start the game up after the update, you will start with a free Titan. That is the Kid. Now, Kid's a pretty versatile Titan. You would expect that Pixonic would probably just hook you up with the worst of the Titans just to make you shut up. And you're not entirely wrong, but you're also not entirely right. Kid is actually pretty good. Now, it's pretty obvious that Ao Ming is going to be the big flagship of this whole Titan line, at least for now. But this doesn't mean that the Titan you start with is obsolete, and considering how expensive it is to get a new one, this one will actually last you pretty well for a while. Now, there's a whole new system as for upgrading. They have like 150 levels that you have to get through, and they use 3 different upgrade slot things, which are the core, the engine, and defense. And as you could see, the core is essentially going to make it so your abilities will recharge, or not recharge faster, they'll do more damage and stuff. The engine will make you go faster, and defense, armor, whatever you want to call it, will obviously, well, give you more HP. Now, there's this interesting thing with weapons. You'd probably also assume that that Pixonic would give you the worst weapons to start off, but I think that's actually completely wrong. The starting weapons that you get are going to be the Punisher and the Tempest, or the large Punisher and Tempest, whatever they are. Those all are pretty good close-ranged weapons, and they do a massive amount of damage. There's currently only 3 weapons, or 3 weapon types. There's the Energy Dragoon Titan variants, there's the Punisher Kinetic Titan variants, and there are the Columbus Missile Titan variants, or however you would like, whatever you would like to compare them to. Now, I do believe that of the weapons, these Punisher ones and such are probably the best, because the other two, while they have a very large amount of burst in the beginning and the Dragoons shoot extremely far, not only are they massively expensive, the Dragoons literally cost more than the entire, or the exact same price. One single Dragoon Titan whatever, I can't even find pictures of them because they're so new, but the Titan Dragoon it costs 700 platinum, which doesn't sound like a small number, but I will talk about platinum later, the entirely new currency. That Dragoon is equal to an Ao Ming, and you need 4 of them if you want to use them on an Ao Ming, and 3 if you want to use them on the other 2 Titans, which is pretty absurd. I really think that needs to change. However, you will start with, whenever you buy a Titan, and when you start with your Kid Titan, you will start with 3 of these Punisher weapons, and not only are they free, but they are really good for close range. Because in comparison to the other 2, those 2 are meant for longer ranges, and they do way less damage due to that. So these close-ranged weapons are going to be extremely helpful. If you really like the Avenger, know that the beta version, the beta canon, whatever you want to call it, it is very similar to the Avenger in terms of damage, and you get 2 of those. And the alpha one is much more powerful. So you basically, Pixonic hooks you up with some Avengers, which is great. So I think that if you want to save up platinum, you have really 2 choices. You can upgrade your Titan, or you can just save up a platinum for a new Titan like the Ao Ming. I do think that I will personally be saving for an Ao Ming and just using the Kid because it's free. Because an Ao Ming is, well, it's the flagship. It looks like it's also really fun to pilot. I mean, forget being really good. Just think about this. You get this infinite flight ability and a healing ability, which neither of the other 2 get. It's the fastest Titan, it's really powerful, has a lot of damage. It really just sounds like it's going to be a flagship, and it probably is. So I think that's going to be a lot of people what they want. However, it costs 700 platinum, which is $100 worth of platinum. Yes, Platinum is the new currency, and it is ridiculously rare in terms of quantity. You thought gold was really rare, like you get like 10 or something from a game. Platinum, you don't even get it from games. You can only get it from these tasks, and tasks, I think, so far, what we've seen in the few days that Titans have existed, the Android players got tasks for 25 platinum on the first day, and then they didn't get any more tasks at all for the second day. So they only start off with like 25 platinum alongside their Titan. So it platinum is pretty expensive and it's pretty hard to get your hands on. So grinding up to get anything really is going to be hard. Anyway, with strategy out of the way, knowing all that stuff, you can really if you've ever played the test server, you watch any video playing the test server, you'll see you just play War Robots like normal, and about 3 minutes into the match, you'll have your Titan bar fully charged up, and you'll be able to launch your Titan, and you could play the game with those. I think that it will be a very fun addition to the game. It's nice. However, it's of course time for the complaints. With this Titan balance whatever patch update, Pixonic has obviously released a new currency, and with a new currency and new Titans, new items, obviously comes the possibility of overpoweredness and buying power. Now, from what I see from the Titans, they do look rather balanced. The three of them in each other, they look pretty balanced. But getting new weapons and stuff, any free-to-play players at all, or even like dolphins like myself who don't really pay that much, like the whales at the top, but you know, I probably won't be buying platinum at its current price. I'm likely going to wait for some offers to come out if I want to get anything, but even then, platinum is ridiculously expensive, and I'm really just hoping that they add some better ways of getting your hands on some, because other than that, basically a level 1 kid is going to be all I'm going to be using for a while, and upgrading these Titans is very expensive, and it's not really time consuming because they don't actually they just upgrade immediately when you press the upgrade button, but you need to grind out challenges to get these platinums if they even give us more challenges, and it's like it has 150 levels to it. That is ridiculous. 150. We've had 12, and then they bumped it up to 24, and then they made it easier to get to Mark II, which I really respect Pixonic for that. That was great. But Titans, 150 levels, and the price obviously increases for everything. It starts at 20, and I've seen it, like in the middle, it's like 40. I can only imagine like 100 platinum per upgrade at some point. That is so crazy, and I really only think that Titans are going to end up being another one of those things that's just for the top tier players. I do think that there are benefits of Titans just in being really fun gameplay mechanics, but as we know, War Robots isn't really a normal game that just gives us fun gameplay mechanics. War Robots, and really any mobile game and just games in general, are a business. So the point of Titans at the moment and in the beginning, they will be trying to get the top players to buy into these Titans and pay a bunch for the new Titans and stuff. And honestly, I mean, I just think it's I think the Titans themselves are really nice. They look cool, they act cool. I mean, you could like just imagine that you charge up your Titan, jump on your beacon, crush all the enemies there. It sounds like it's so much fun, but most of the vast majority of the player base, which doesn't pay as much, are going to really have to be waiting to get any good Titans for a long time, and by the time they get them, it's likely that Pixonic will release more Titans that make them, well, not as good. And that is pretty unfortunate. But I do like to look on the bright side of things, because Titans just, if you just look at it as a fun mechanic, a thing like Pixonic gave you something for free, you get a kid for free. You don't have to buy your first Titan. Like that's nice in itself. You just have this thing. It's just you'll get to a point when Titans really start getting integrated into the game. There's going to be people running around with level 150 Titans, and you maybe not even upgrading your kit at all because you want to save every piece of platinum you can so that you could get the good Titan whenever you have enough, and you just won't be able to compete at all against Titans. And that is really what saddens me. However, I don't really think that there's any terrible repercussions. I do think Titans, I mean, they have their way to go. I don't really know what Pixonic's gonna do. I can't really accurately predict what Pixonic's gonna do, but I can only hope that they will do something good, and I can only hope that Titans will in some way make the game better and more fun. They do seem like a really fun addition, but I don't know if they will be a very consumer friendly addition. With that aside, I would also like to talk about the Christmas event. Now, I do think that a great way to get Titans like started up in the whole meta game and get Titans integrated into the community is going to be by putting platinum in the Christmas chests, putting a lot of platinum in these event chests. They never in their video they never said anything about platinum. The only thing we know for sure will be in the event chests is a candy cane looking viper, Fenrir that looks like a reindeer, and Santa Claus pilot for the Fenrir. We don't even know what the Santa Claus pilot really does, but somebody on Reddit did spot that his ability will have something to do with damage resistance or defense points, but we're not entirely sure of exactly what it is. I am going to make some predictions here as to what's going to be in this Christmas chest. I'm thinking that we'll be able to find in it maybe components for those 3 bots that they have been monetizing recently, which is the Leech, the Phantom, and the Behemoth. There may be Titans, Titan weapons, and Platinum. I'm really hoping for that, although there was no mention of it. There's obviously going to be the Fenrir. There's also a new skin for Leech and a new skin for Loki, which are like Christmas themed, and they will probably be in there. There's likely going to be power cells and gold. And I mean, other than that, I can't really make any predictions. You might find full bots, like a full leech or something of the sort. Maybe something they haven't told us about, although I assume they probably will be telling us. There's no ETA on the event, but I am hoping personally that there will be leech components in the thing, because I'm currently 7,000 out of 10,000 leech components, and, you know, I want to get another one. Anyway. That's really all I think I can talk about with this whole new update 5.6. 5.6, it's really going to be a hectic new thing. We really just have to wait to see how it goes. Android's had it now for 2 days. iOS and all the other people are waiting, and when we all get the update, then we will be able to tell what is going on. Uh, that's basically it for this video, I suppose. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about Titans? Do you think they look like a fun addition? Because I know when I was playing them in the test server, they certainly are fun in a balanced environment, but we don't really know how they will be in a normal environment, you know? In Champions League and all different leagues. So, what league are you in? Tell me in the comments. Are you gonna use Titans? You're gonna try to save up to upgrade your Titan? Maybe buy new weapons, although I wouldn't really recommend that. Buy a new Titan. Whatever it is you do, well, let's just hope that it goes well for the game. Anyway, I'm Adazahi, Badly Drawn Octopus. Thanks for watching.